Hello everyone, this is Dr. Koholic and today I'm going to play some Killing Floor 2 and I figured out let's do a commentary because it's a really good game, not many people know about it, but I enjoy it a lot. So we're playing the SWAT here and SWAT is basically a lot of SMGs and don't really deal with the rifles, it's just a lot of SMGs. So it's really satisfying to headshot in this game. Just bash them in the head. And these guys, they are clots, they don't do much, but like if you let them close, they will grab you and they will hold you in the place. And that's one way to die in this game, you know, getting stuck. You can also bash like this, saves up some ammo. It's really important that you know how to bash. Just dies like that. And that's a gore fest, and those guys, they are trouble. So they will punching try to like stab you even after you remove the head, so you wanna stay away because it takes a while for them to die, so you want to be careful. And this is a blood and it takes no damage in the body pretty much, so you want to just go for the head on those guys. You want to go for the head on pretty much every guy, but it's extra important that you go for the head on the bullets, because they basically take no damage in the body. Because bodies and the heads, they have separate health pools, and obviously most bodies have higher health pool. And we can sell the SMG here and buy a Tommy gun or a MP5, but MP5 and MP7, not that of a big difference. They still deal well with the trash, except this has a better recoil in my experience, and it's also the one you start with, so it's free. Now if you start with it, it's technically free, but if you sell it, you have to rebuy it. This is a asylum map, and that's why like sometimes you hear creepy laughs and shit. It's a husk. That guy is one of the few Zeds that can engage you from a long range, so you want to make sure that you kill that one if you're kiting. I think that guy was like invented because the devs, they did not want people to just camp all the time. And those crawlers, they are one of the most annoying enemies in this game. Or fast, fucking die, bitch. One thing you want to do is always like check behind you, because like I said, if you get stuck, you're dead. And he's going pretty fast. Come to me, come to Papa. What? So the thing is, sometimes you can bash the head, but you have to be standing higher to bash the head. So you have to do it like this. Because if you like bash like this, it's gonna bash the head. And what's the point of bashing the head? Like I said, gonna skip the trader here. We're playing on our own. This is a lot more fun when you play it with the comrades, because the more Zeds spawn and they have higher health pools. Like right now, there are only 32. Gonna throw a grenade there to kill some. Just gonna kite them in a line. Yeah, like I said, if you don't check the back, you will die. Gonna take them out to the open. Well, not really open, but rather Aberrant. I like doing this, it makes headshotting a lot easier. And let's check our behind and shit to make sure we're not gonna get stuck up. That one crawler. See how annoying they are. They have like a very small hitbox on their head. Like these guys have a huge hitbox. And I don't have to look behind anymore because only 5 left and I can see them right in front of me. It's just good habit to always check behind. Not behind, like every direction if possible. So with the sirens, you know, they scream and they do damage and they ignore the armor. It's really annoying. And it also does crap tons of damage. Like, it's ridiculous how much damage they do. Like in pub games, in my observation, sirens kill more people than anything else. And you're gonna protect an area here. I kinda hate this type of missions because they force you onto one spot and it's, like I said 5 billion times already, it's really easy to die if you get stuck in this game. It's like one way to die. There are ways to prevent that, like you can weld doors so no one gets in, no one gets out. But when you weld doors in, you kinda trap yourself in as well. So if you don't know the map pretty well, I don't recommend you to do it. Crazy how much time I have to shoot all these guys. They can't close on me. Except fucking crawlers. Fucking hate crawlers. And you're relatively safer. There we go. That gives us like 300 extra money, which I like a lot. And the reason I'm playing with the UMP is I have a daily mission. That's why I'm using the UMP. I will switch out Chris Vector as soon as possible. Because that weapon is freaking crazy, you know, it's just does so much damage. So much damage. For a SMG, it's almost better than most assault rifles in my experience. Because with the assault rifles, you know, commandos, they use assault rifles, and what they did was they nerfed that one perk they had, which reduced the recoil, because that FN weapon was too strong, so they nerfed the every commando weapon as a result. Because commandos, they're supposed to deal with the small trash, but thanks to that perk and that one weapon, they were able to deal with pretty much anything pretty quick. They were like better than sharpshooters, so they nerfed the recoil. But what that did was, like the OG commandos like me, who used the AK-12 instead of the FN, they got fucked in the ass because AK just has crazy, terrible recoil. Didn't even know that was there. So that's why I'm not a big fan of Commando anymore. I can't bring myself to play Commando anymore. They nerfed the crap out of it. Commando and SWAT, they are kind of similar in the use. You know, they clear the trash. And trash is the pretty much the guys we are killing. And that's a Skrik. That's not a trash, that's a big guy. And he's really hard to deal with. He has that big chainsaw and shit. So what you do is like, how this game works is basically trash clearers like SWAT and Commando. They deal with the trash and you leave the big boys to like sharpshooters and gunslingers. And what I'm gonna do is like, this is one way to take out the Skriks, and Skriks are good for SWATs because they can do this flashbang. Just destroy the head. It's not really hard to do because SMGs have like almost no recoil, if ever at all. But this is one of the SMGs that have like a rather higher recoil compared to something like freaking Vector. Vector has almost no recoil, which makes taking Skriks so much easier. Gonna stick with the UMP, can't help it, I got the quest. We could buy an extra weapon, but I'll have to use the UMP either way, so I'm just gonna skip the trader here. And that's rather creepy, honestly. That did not show. That was creepy. What is this? Oh, we got the quest. Not gonna get myself stuck there with those guys. Oh. Gonna use the line of sight to deal with those husks. Okay, something big spawned. I can't make the difference between flesh pound and Skriks, but I think that was a flesh pound because it was a roar. Skriks kinda make the chainsaw sound because you know they have a chainsaw. Can't make a chainsaw sound without a chainsaw in your hand when you think about it. Yep, that's a flesh pound. And my aim. Oh, can't block soon enough. Destroy his freaking head. There we go. Another Skrik. Hope we got the level 20 as well. Nice. So you get a new perk every 5 levels. And perks, some of them are rather boring, but some are really good. Are kinda far away to trader. You may like want to check how far trader is, depending on how big the map is, but this map is not that crazy big, so I'm gonna be just fine here. I agree, this place needs a redecoration. What kind of an asylum is this, honestly? So let's get rid of the UMP, shit weapon. Let's get the SMG, Chris SMG, Vector, best weapon. Now I'm gonna get a right shield. They recently added it, so I'm kinda keen on showing that to you guys. Gonna also pick a perk. I'll try to get the cripple, because I don't even have armor on me right now. So what's the point of having extra armor when you have to? I'm not keen on these. Maintain the area. Honestly, I'd find it rather lazy game design, and guy might be dead honestly, but you never know. You never know. And as you can see, the vector just shreds everything to pieces. Best weapon. This is rather fine to defend.
A regular geek's paradise.
You can also switch out between the modes, like this is on full auto right now, but you can switch to single shot to conserve ammo and help with the recoil.
Enjoy.
I want to reload before going for the X-Break. See that stalkers, they are like messing up your aim all the time. Oh, flash bomb, it's gonna fuck us up. Oh, that was good, that was good.
Fantastic work. Area remains
Oh,
unbreached.
there we go. Jumping is really important in this game.
Your work was flawless.
Cause you can like jump over the crawlers yourself, and if you jump on top of them, they actually get stunned and shit.
It didn't stand a chance.
As far as I know, not sure though. But I saw like a guy jumping over him, and the crawler just stopped walking. You can jump on head of pretty much any Z if you can,
Hate living.
like from elevation. Gonna get the Glock 12, 18, whatever that is. And the cripple helped a lot us there, if you realized, like not flesh pound, but flesh pound and the scrick,
Break
they
time's
couldn't
over.
touch us.
Get back to work.
Gonna use the
All sets inbound.
Glock here, and how I feel about the Glock and the right shield is, you can do this by the way, and what I feel is that burst mode is terrible, like you see this, you see how crazy that recoil is. I'd rather use it like this. But sometimes it's really fun to just brr, brr. That's how SWAT works, a lot of small damage, but it's fast. But what the hell? Like, these crawlers, man, they gonna make quit the game. You know, Secrets and Flash Pants, they're good guys. It's the crawlers that are the assholes. Fuck you. I saw the secret there. Don't have any flashbangs, so to speak. I'm gonna clear out the trash first before engaging that guy. Oh, that's a flashbang. Oh boy, gonna get fucked here. Yeah, he's not getting slowed at all. Oh, okay, we dealt with the flashbang.
You nearly cleared this batch out. Nice work. We can
Oh, hello.
trade upon soon.
Explodes. Okay, let's crouch and fuck that scrape up.
Perfect. Pod is open again. Let's get you
See, like
restocked.
crawlers, they're harder than anything to deal with, honestly.
That's great.
Easiest way to deal with them is play Firebug, because Firebugs, they just burn the ground and don't have to aim, you don't have to give shit about their
You earned the
sneaky movement.
Now spend it.
And we can upgrade one of them once next wave, and I'll probably upgrade the Vector, because this is my main.
Time's up.
It deals with the flash puns and the scricks so well compared to anything else. SWAT has, at least. Fuck them up. they take extra damage from SMGs, in case you did not know. And I'm not hearing a pleasant sound right now. I'm not hearing pleasant sounds. And we got a guy in our game. Welcome, comrade. Like these stalkers, they were the main reason why I maxed out the commando before anything else. But then they nerfed the commando because of some, where is he? Because of some assholes playing with the FN, freaking killing the flash bombs and spricks in 2 seconds. So I had to stop playing commando. I started leveling the SWAT. And SWAT has been really fun so far. These are mini flash bombs, not that dangerous. They just die in like a few clips. Okay, maybe that's an issue. I think flash bombs take extra damage from pistols, so Glock will do extra damage to them. I'm not quite sure on that. But SWATs, they deal with the secrets pretty well, cause Vector, it just fucks the secrets up so well. And the P90, I think, it also deals a lot of damage to secrets, in case you did not know. See, they can't even touch me because of the perks. You know, one of the perks give me slow, one of them gives me stumbling power. I said that it doesn't work on the, what is it called? Flash bomb, but works on pretty much everything else. And that guy's away from keyboard, I guess. He's not moving. You can throw your comrades money. Oh, he's moving. So I'm gonna throw him some money. Cause you know what they say, like your strong as your weakest member. So just gonna throw him all my money. I don't need it. Like if he has a vector instead of some shitty weapon, he bought Rachel, that's fine. If he has a better weapon, it's gonna do more job. Don't want your teammates to be a burden. You want to take care of them if they're not doing too well. And one strategy is actually, like if you have one weight left, you buy the medic pistol, so you can like heal your teammates from afar, and it actually saves a lot of lives. Just going ham on them from afar. Gonna use the right shield here while going there. You never know what's gonna come in front of you. Like these guys, man. These guys. So annoying. This is rather easy spot ult. Like they can come from 3 spots. Here, there, and there. They spawn there actually. Then Squeak. I'm just gonna fuck them up. And you don't want to, like this guy did the mistake there. You don't want to rage the big Zs like Squeaks. You want your teammates to, like, sharpshooters. If you have sharpshooters, let them one-shot secrets, you know, don't just go rage them with your pistol shot. Up another squeak. You can see the silhouette. That's a beautiful way to deal with a squeak. We're almost out of ammo, but wave is done. We still have the Glock.
The area remains totally secure.
Wanna throw some flashbangs. Oh boy. Okay, he's dead. Let's kill the Screech. There we go. Switching to other weapons is always faster than like reloading. Except for like bullet-fed
One makes it out alive.
weapons like Winchester, shotguns, etc.
Found some body armor. Humming over the rooftops and cities, humming to chimneys we
Hey,
go down and
No idea what you're saying, Kumrat. No idea.
see somebody's piling it up.
Buy more ammo.
No idea what he is saying. Give him some money so he can buy a Vector as well.
Free money, people.
Everyone should buy a Vector in this game, honestly. Amazing weapon. You see how like damage it does in 2 seconds is crazy. That's a gunslinger starting weapon and it's
Hardly
Last chance.
good for the first 2 waves. But if you try to use it like level 10 you will die. Some starting weapons are really good if you keep upgrading them, like the
Get back to work.
Berserker weapon.
All Zeds inbound.
This is the final wave boss, so you want to make sure you stick close. And this is considered to be one of the easier bosses, because it does not do much, it's just a regular flesh bomb.
reloading.
Quarter pounds are like not that hard to deal with. And that's the mama flesh bomb. I don't see how pistols do extra damage. Either that or Vector does too much damage. Throw out some flashbangs. Easiest way to kill flashbangs is just use explosives, but since we are SWATs, we don't have any explosives. And you have to crush to deal with that, by the way.
You clip.
There we go, you stupid bitch. He looks like super silly due to Christmas, but what can you do? Shoot him in the face.
Cover me.
Okay, this was a good run. Good run. So thanks for the watching and see you guys in the next video.